Welcome back to the series From a Failure to a Writer. And here I speak about my life's history. Well, many people are not interested in reading biographies. So, that will cover for it. And I'm not a great personality that people will look up to me, but great personalities can have great lives. But every great person who had so much consequences and experience need not be great personality. And for your kind information, celebrities are never like great personalities. You may take it on heart, but yes, it's true. Celebrities can never be that because most of them haven't faced the problems and consequences we face. Thus, they are only there because we like them. Like, I don't like celebrities. I myself don't want to be one. It would be great if I were, but I'm not craving that. It's not my nature. I never, also, that's why I never tell anyone to like my video or subscribe or do anything as it's their choice. Like many people do when they are get reminded between the videos. But if somebody likes a video, then he would himself press the like button, and if he doesn't, then he will not. That cannot be changed. So yes. Well, let's not go too off topic and let's come back to the main topic. Last time I told you about the first phase of my writing history. That was when I was in UKG, upper kindergarten, upper KG. So, well, if I didn't tell you something like which happened before that, it was 2013. I was in another school at that time. As I may have said that in 2014 I changed school. In 2013 I was enrolled in another school. I may tell the name. It was St. Mary's School, and there was, you can think I was friends with someone like Yo-chan, and I considered him a good friend, but my parents thought him as a bad person and told that we should not be friends anymore. But I didn't care. We were just those friends, but he was a good person. He didn't get so much marks, but I was even worse. His dream was to go to the St. Xavier School next to the school. Yes, like many schools at that place, many schools. So like you can say, many different schools were in the same area. Like you walk, you will find St. Mary's School, and just beside you will find the gate of St. Xavier School. In front you will find another gate of St. Xavier School, Block B. It was like that only. And so then, but he was very scolded, and to mention me, I was not even average. I was even below him. Like my class teachers always said to my parents that what is in your child. Like sometimes you may think in your classes there are some people who you think are crazy or psychos because they don't know anything. I mean, I shouldn't say that. They cannot answer anything. They don't get good marks. You think that they have psychological problems, and yes, people thought about me and that as that only. And my phase was like I had just learned the alphabets. Yes, A, B, C, D. I had learned at that time, and when I had just completed alphabets, I didn't even know how to write in cursive writing. I just write later an A, and then my teacher was always telling that you should just put him back into play school. He will not be able to keep up with the others. Others are now writing sentences and words, and he cannot even write, and he is just able to write alphabets with so much difficulty. You must send him back to play school. But my parents both had different opinions. Like, my mother said no. My father said yes. My father agreed that okay, if you say you are a teacher, you know better. But my mother said, I am his mother. I know him better than you. And yes, at that time I had nothing. I mean, like, I was one of the weakest persons in academics, if you could someone think of. Okay, and it was like I could not even get 10% on the report card. It was like that. Well, I guess those report cards are now not with me. I don't know why they suddenly disappeared, and my mother started to educate me in home. She would just always, when I was sleeping, she one day came to me and woke me up. She said, come son, you have to study. I was like shocked. What? Why? I mean, even I thought myself that I'm one of the most inferior persons on the earth. But she told, do you want to live like this? She literally forced me. And some days it was hard, but in the early stages it was hard for me. But then it was okay. After that I got engaged and I got interested in study. But my weaknesses were still there, so okay, I did improve. I did pass lower KG. But yes, before that I had to before upper KG, I had to complete upper KG 2 times so that I had my base strong. I had a strong base. Then after the first phase of upper KG, I was sent into another school, and then there were many bullies there. Not in upper KG, but there also I was not weak, then I was average, and then in standard 1 I was like one of the most hated persons ever. The teacher hated me. Only one teacher was there who cared about me, but all the others were like, no, he's not good enough. But I had some friends there, and next they changed my section because I was too talkative and too aggressive at that time. I was humiliated so much I could not bear it. I had to fight back. And due to that rebellious nature, I had to be sent into another section. In 2nd grade, when I was in another section, I was mentally broken inside. But that habit of studying was still. And then One day I received my report card after the first terminal. In those days, we used to have three terminals: first term, middle term, and second term. First term, second term, third term, or first term, middle term, and final term. It was like that, and I was shocked. I mean, like, what? How could it be? And I got the highest. I was not only the first person, the topper in my class, but in the whole batch, I got 98%. You can imagine from not even 10% to 98% how it would have felt. And then I became so proud about myself, and they even gave me a star card, one of the most at that time. In that school, we used to get cards in every semester or terminal, and each card represented how you were. Like there were like 40-50 cards, and I got the star card, one of the best cards. There was also a super achiever card, which you can think like it came rarely, like the Halley's Comet, not in so many 63 or 73 years, but yes, it was very rarely. Some semesters it will come, and sometimes it will come in two consecutive semesters. Sometimes it will not come for like 1 to 2 whole years. It was like that. So yes, after that, got the star card. I was the happiest man on earth at that time. But I was so proud that I didn't study after that, and then I got fourth. But the teacher of the second grade was so good. I guess she understood me the most. I had many teachers after that, and I guess not every, but she was one of the teachers who understood me the most. And yes, she gave me another star card. Like I got the super achiever card. I was fourth. I got the super achiever card, and the first, second, third, who were my eternal rivals, like, bro, how can you get the super achiever card? It's for the super achievers. I was mocked at, and I think like, okay, the first was a girl. The first person, the one who was first, came first was a girl. She was very compassionate, and she said, "Oh, like, oh, good, you got a super achiever card. That's good." The second, I'm not sure of so much, and the third was a girl who, like, we were eternal rivals for so much time, and we were friends, but we were eternal rivals. And after that, my teacher came and gave me a star card too. I mean, in the first and second terminal, I was the only person to get a star card in the class, and the eternal rival literally fainted. I won't take the name, or else if she finds out, then I am good for nothing. Okay. But after that, yes, third term but after getting it, I thought that I'm not worthy of it. Why? And then I prayed to God that make me worthy of holding this card. Wisdom hit me at that time when I was thinking why. And then I studied very much, and I came second in the third terminal. Because of my performance in the second terminal, I came second. And yes, after that, something like happened. And at that time, I used to write short stories so much. And I was like the storyteller of the class. They thought of me as the storyteller. Every substitute period, every period, I would think, "Ma'am, is the chapter over?" "Yes." "No, what now?" "Ma'am, can I share a story?" And everybody looked like They liked my storytelling. The ones who didn't study, they were like, okay, we were now safe. The ones who had some work left or homework left, they're like, thank you, Ali, you saved us. The ones who were tired, okay, now some entertainment. The ones who actually listened to my story were like, okay, nice story. And the teacher was also very good, and it was like the same teacher from the first grade. She was last time she was almost our class teacher, but it got changed. She got changed, and this year she was a teacher. She used to teach moral science. Yes, she used to teach moral science. And after that, a year passed. In third grade, I came third because I was not serious. Yes, I was I did a lot of effort, but I was not so much serious, so I came third in the first terminal I'm speaking. And at that time, the one who came first to call the attention, I was like, I'm now again lonely and good for nothing. And then, even when a storytelling competition came, they didn't take me and took the boy who came first. And like, I never heard him that he had ever shared a story, and he didn't even ask. The teacher said that his marks in English are better, he must be a great story writer. I mean, like, what? Yeah, I said that I should go into the poetry or the storytelling, but no, I wasn't. Like, at that time, when I was also poetry competition, and to be nominated in the nomination round, everybody brought the stories, poems which were in the book, like My Little Rabbit was there, or something more. And I said, Father, please let me go. Like, this is also, it will be easy. My father said, no. Yes, he was a very good person. He is actually a very good person, and was fond of literature. He always brought many books. I mean, when I was in third grade, he eventually slowed down. He didn't bring toys anymore. I mean, he brought, but a little bit, and he only brought books. And I was like, books. Okay, I will read if I want to. He gave me a poem. I remember it right now. I mean, it was like, you can see it was in 2013 or 14. No. It was in 2016 actually, yes. It was like 2016. And that was how many years ago? 7 years ago? From now, 7 years ago. And I still remember that poem. And that poem also came when I was in higher grades. It came, and I didn't need any revision to recite it, and not even any revision or read it because to frame the question answers, because I learned it by heart in second grade. And also today I know it. It was Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening by the poet Robert Frost. You might know this poem. And after that, I had to take a transfer. In 2017, yes, in 2017, I came to another city where my grandmother lived, and just I thought that I would have chance to meet her often. I came there. I took a shift, or my father was already there because his job is, he is in a transferable job. He had to take a transfer every 5 or so years. And yes, he asked us whether should we go or not. And when I shifted there, I lost again many of my friends, and for some time. And at that time also, every you can say every week or every month, I would get a note from the teacher. Like, I didn't even know she gave a note because there were so many that I could not even count how many, and I was very traumatized at that time. But no, let it go. And yes, in the third grade, it was 2017, and in that school, my board changed from ICSE to CBSE, so I had only two terminals, first and final, or half yearly and final. And in final, I came, and then I was not able to adjust here because of many people were like new to me. And yes, I got 47% because yes, I gave only one terminal, not the first. But in the first month of my joining the school and joining the city, a note came from the teacher because I was too talkative, and yes, I could not even join my own farewell in the first city. Whenever somebody took a transfer, we used to have a farewell party for him, but I could not join my own farewell party as a punishment because of that note. I unmindful blunder. Yes, unmindful blunders are always caused me problems. I can make a 1 hour narration on my unmindful blunders history, and then like, okay, I was good. I cried a lot, please. And at that time, I was a cry baby. Every situation, I will just go and cry. Now, it sometimes seems like, which life am I talking about? Like, I do not show emotions quite often now. Sometimes it feels like I haven't cried for years, and I only cry right now when I think of, okay, let's not talk about that person. Yes, I only cry because of that person. And another, I cry in my prayer. I cry in my prayers. That's just only the two places where I cry. I guess you may have estimated who that person is. If you know, then good. If you want that others may know, you may comment down. Like, it's not forced. I'm not asking you. I'm just not even suggesting. I'm just telling that if you want, you can do it. And okay, for that, I will pin the first comment who guessed the person. I pinned the comment who guessed the person right. So after that, it all came to me nicely. All was like going good. And after 47%, my lives changed. I mean, like, I had a person who was not even eternal rival. We were sworn enemies at that time in the third grade in 2017, late 2017. And I can name him. His name was Shub. We were like sworn enemies. And we always were told, why don't you be friends? You are so same. Both are so smart. Both are intelligent. Both are strong. Why don't you be friends? We said never. In the name of heaven, never. But times change. And that is another story. So, like, now you can see how I rose from not even from writing just A B C D, not even being able to write words directly to being a writer now. And now people ask me what this word means, what this phrase means. They ask me to write poems and passages for them. You can just see how much a man can change. We are strong because we can change ourselves, and change is something that has transformed my life a lot. So, okay, I guess it's time to bid you farewell. Let's bid goodbye. Farewell, farewell, farewell.